You know what's hard to escape? Other than news about the coronavirus, what's hard to escape is relationships and sex in media. So, when I'm watching TV, whether it's a comedy or an action or a fantasy or sci-fi, 99 times out of 100, and that 100th one is probably the majority of Lord of the Rings, there will be some form of romance, and if it's on a popular streaming service, there will be some form of sex. I'm just going to talk about how I feel about it, just in general, so I can put out a nice, easy video where I can just ramble at you, like I normally do, as if I ever plan these things. As you may have gathered, I don't really like romance or sex being a major part of the media I consume. With one exception. I do enjoy stories of gay romance from time to time, and that includes both male gay romance and female gay romance. I don't know why, it's both. But if it's between two people of the same gender, my brain's like, yes, this is fun to watch. Whereas if it's between two people of different genders, then my brain just switches off. Obviously for gay male romances, it's something that I personally can relate to more so than a straight relationship. I think one of the reasons that I also sometimes enjoy lesbian relationships on TV or something is because when I was in the process of coming out, there was an episode of Supergirl. If you don't want spoilers for like season 2 or 3 of Supergirl, then stop watching, I guess. But there was an episode of Supergirl where her sister Alex came out as lesbian, and that was I found that was a very good coming out story, and that helped me come to terms with some of my own feelings. It just goes to show that it's the same process no matter what gender you are. Obviously there are minute differences because of society, but still. But yes, gay romance, I'm a fan of. I have a guilty pleasure in watching gay rom-coms, which there aren't many of. There are really not very many of them. If you have any, please recommend them. Something lighthearted. Anyway, I'm not doing this video to get film recommendations. I'm doing this video to talk about relationships and sex. Yes, gay rom-coms, yes. Straight anything with relationships, yeah. And sex with anyone in it is also off the table. I do not enjoy that in the slightest, and I never have. Obviously, because I'm asexual, I don't feel sexual attraction. I have no desire to pursue that sort of thing, and I don't enjoy it. I know there are some people who do. Some people who identify as ace who do enjoy sex and sex scenes and maybe porn and that sort of thing, but I personally don't. But yeah, I think that I noticed it a lot when I was growing up as well, because it made me feel different. The fact that this girl and this guy would like each other. One minute they're talking to each other, and the next they're banging each other into walls and eating each other's faces, and it was very uninteresting, and it added nothing to the plot the majority of the time. So I ignored it. I normally stroked my cat or washed the dishes. Neither of which I can really do at the moment because my sink is really far away from my TV and I don't have a cat here, so... But yes, because there was no ace representation in the media when I was growing up, there was no one that I could relate to, and there were so few gay relationships, there was no... I didn't see any of that when I was growing up. So yeah, in my opinion, if you can't relate to it, and you can't relate to any of these relationships in the media, it can make you feel lonely and ostracized and different. And also, my qualm of it getting in the way of the story. There's so many times where I've watched a TV show and they've just started pairing up every single person in the show, and fair enough, I understand having a relationship or two because that's part of life, and TV shows in some sense emulate life, or they should do. because otherwise it's unrealistic, like Farscape. But anyway, Farscape was weird. Did anyone watch Farscape? Like I said, this was going to be rambly. So I understand if there are a few romantic relationships in the show, but if it gets to the point where every character arc is just romance and sex, that's unrealistic, because there are so many things in your life that are important, so many relationships in your life that are important other than sex. So it annoys me partly because it does diminish the importance of platonic relationships and friendships, and familial relationships as an extension. Familial relationships, romance, maybe familial a bit higher and then romance, and then down here somewhere they're like friendships, where they should all be equal. And it's really frustrating because I know there are people out there who don't want a romantic relationship. I know there are people out there who don't want a sexual relationship, and they're having this thrust on them as the most important thing. And I think the reason that I can empathize with it so much is that during my time at secondary school, I did self-identify as arrow ace, even if I didn't have the language for it. So I understand how it feels to see all these romantic relationships and these sexual relationships being prioritized over friendships, where friendships at the time were so much more important to me. Now they're about equal, like I said. Although, if you have the culmination of all my friendships, that would be more important than my one romantic relationship. No offense, boyfriend. But yeah, those were just my rambly thoughts about romantic and sexual relationships in TV shows and media in general as an extension. I know I was talking about TV and film a lot, but this extends to books as well. I was reading a book recently which had longer romantic scenes in it, and it bored me. It bored me. They're supposed to be killing people with swords, damn it. I don't care about them kissing, I care about the murder. But yes, I would like to know your thoughts on this. This was, yes, just me splurging the contents of my brain at this moment in time. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did get this far, then thank you. There we go, that's a word. 2 words. Please do tell me your thoughts on this in the comments if there is something you want to say about it. Otherwise, if you're watching this video on Saturday, May 2nd when it comes out, then you may be interested in a live stream I'm doing later with a load of other creators. I did do a short announcement video about it earlier in the week, but basically I'm doing this live stream fundraiser for the WHO COVID-19 Solidarity Response Fund. It's organised by Sounds Vague But Okay. There's a load of other ACE creators and activists in it. So if that's something you're interested in, it's at 7 PM BST, Saturday, May 2nd, which may or may not be today. But yeah, check it out if you're interested. There's also a fundraiser. I'll throw links to everything in the description. Other than that, I've also released a second video today, which is basically me showing you my island in Animal Crossing. If that's something you're interested in, I've also put a link to that in the description below. I've left it as unlisted because of 2 reasons. One, I know that I don't want it to overshadow this video, which is related more to the content of the channel. And 2, I don't want people coming to this channel thinking that it is a gaming channel. And if they search Animal Crossing New Horizons or just Animal Crossing, they might come across the video and have a skewed perception of the content of the channel. And I don't necessarily want that to happen, so yes, if you're interested in the video, there's a link in the description, you should be able to watch it. Otherwise, yes, so I'm putting out 2 videos and a live stream today, so I don't even know where I got this free time. I think all the things are short, that's why. That should be everything. If you enjoyed this video, then please leave a like. I post videos every other Saturday, so if you want to see more, then feel free to subscribe. That is all I had to say today. Have a wonderful day, and I shall see you next time! That was a tad more dramatic than usual. There's no one here. I'm stuck in this bloody flat, and there's no one here, and I can't talk to anyone. That sort of thing, but I personally don't. And I feel like I've said this about 5 times in 5 minutes. I should probably turn this off before I go insane, okay? Ha!